Greetings and welcome to The Price is Right! Yeah, okay, this isn't The Price is Right. You're not going to win anything for watching this. Sorry. What you will get is me getting severely annoyed by certain films and shows which will make you feel better knowing you're probably far more sane than I. Today's worst of 2016 goes to 2016's original miniseries, Wolf Creek. Buckle up because this review is gonna get rough. I'll start by saying this series encompasses everything I hate in Australian film and television. I don't understand this, but whenever we're shown a film or show set in the outback, all the men are portrayed as perverts and rapists, and the police officers are portrayed as incompetent morons. This infuriates me and offends me. It's as though we Australians are saying we have nothing else to offer. We also must not be that creative if this is the best we can come up with. While my gut was screaming that this series would be as bad as Wolf Creek 2, I decided to err on the side of hope on account of the fact the series was following a different storyline. Should have gone with my gut because hope had me way off on the prediction of this series. The music used for this series was atrocious. The camera work was borderline painful. In attempting to use camera angles that looked artistic, it actually looked low budget and amateurish. I have a huge ongoing issue with American actors using horrible Australian accents, but for this series, I found the situation reversed. I was now getting annoyed by Australian actors with horrible American accents. It's clear I cannot win. Some actors can do accents fantastically. Just look at Gary Oldman. If an actor isn't capable of this, then please don't cast them in a role that requires an accent they can't deliver. The only thing I accurately predicted for this series was while watching the first episode. A young boy goes swimming in a billabong in the Northern Territory. I'm immediately yelling, "Yeah, you're dumb. You are going to get attacked by a croc." Lo and behold, 5 minutes later, said child is attacked by a crocodile. Wasn't hard to call. The Northern Territory is notorious for crocodiles. I was surprised how fast the killing started. I assumed it was because the show centers on the lead Eve, played by Lucy Fry, trying to avenge her family's death at the hands of Mick Taylor, played by John Jarratt. So they wanted to get straight to the main story. After seeing how drawn out and unnecessary most of what was going on was, it becomes even more clear that the quick deaths were just bad writing. There was no bigger reason for them. Here's why this is a problem. Mick Taylor is a character who is a sadist in its purest form and a true psychopath to boot. Killing is not the fun part to him. His fun lies in hunting his prey like wild animals, tending to refer to his victims using animal terminology, i.e. pigs. He also enjoys torturing and prolonging the experience for his victims. This is a big thrill for him. Kills tending to be the result of boredom. This was all established in the first film, which had a very slow but precise setup, which made the rest of the film all that more effective. They screwed up Mick Taylor's psychopathy in the sequel by having him go on kill after kill after kill, removing the suspense and pretty much everything that made the first film good. They did the same thing in the series. Taylor goes around killing tourist after tourist, but never savoring his kills, never participating in the hunt and torture, which is his ritual. He even kills some Australians, but all his kills are thrown around and just made pointless. As we follow the lead character Eve on her quest to seek revenge, she begins to disappoint me more and more. She's not the avenging angel I was expecting. She's a meek 19-year-old who just keeps getting into more and more trouble, encountering men who want to kill her, who want to try and rape her, being hunted by another man who is apparently seeking a woman, one who can give him children. Yeah, that made less sense. May as well have just played him as another rapist, which he kind of was. This character is all over the map, and I not once found myself rooting for her. She's in the middle of the outback, yet trouble just keeps finding her. Talk about shit luck! But at least she had companionship in the form of a dingo. A wild, dangerous dog that instead of being intimidating, which would have been useful, was docile and not remotely helpful. The character who I was hoping would become a bloodthirsty woman on a mission instead is shooting people in defense than actually trying to treat their wounds out of guilt. What the hell is this? No, he tried to rape you, you shot him, don't help him, just let him bleed to death. She doesn't seem to get how revenge movies work. All the characters that were meant to be interesting were absolutely boring when they weren't being moronic or just a waste of space. I found myself constantly running out to complain about each moment I observed. We've got these typical perverted Aussie blokes waving the Eureka flag. If you want a visual on what kind of people rock this flag, think of it as the Australian equivalent of the Americans rocking the Confederate flag. I probably just offended a lot of people, but oh well. We even had what I would call a horror cliche. In many a horror film, there is always this type of scene. One victim left standing, and while they try to recuperate, the medical staff or police officers are shacking up in the next room. This is written a lot, especially in the 80s, and it was hinted at just briefly in this show. I couldn't help but cringe. This was a monstrosity of a series, a terrible representation of Australian entertainment and Australian culture. Only decent thing about this series was Dustin Clare, who plays Detective Sergeant Sullivan Hill. Claire was the only good actor and decent character in this whole series. I never would have thought 6 episodes could feel like a lifetime. A long, agonizing lifetime. But it did. There was nothing that could redeem this series, and they need to immediately cancel production on Wolf Creek 3 because Wolf Creek has gotten progressively worse as the years have gone by. Its only success was Wolf Creek, and they should let it be. I tried so hard to watch all 6 episodes before reviewing it, but I only made it to episode 4 when I had to throw my hands up and admit there was no hope for this series. Just to clarify, I did watch all 6 episodes, hence my regret and shame. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up or thumbs down, and stay tuned to see what other things made it onto my worst of 2016 list. Gonna leave without doing another shout out. I could never. Today's shout out goes to Filmigos. Very entertaining with so many reviews to look over. Even though there haven't been uploads in a couple months, the social media trailer is still rocking. All links are in the description box, so you should definitely go check them out. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, bye.